welcome to the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through the big trending stories that everyone across the country and the world is talking about. So, of course, we're going to talk about Ronaldo's engagement.
And UAE drivers can wipe 4 traffic points in just one day.
The UAE offers condolences to Lebanon following a deadly military camp base blast.
And Emirates tightens power bank rules starting October 1st.
Later on in the show, we are going to discuss paid internships. A Dubai student is asking authorities to impose them as mandatory.
And in today's Rapper weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 32 to 42 Celsius.
The internet is broken.
Yes.
Broken.
I never thought this day would come, by the way.
Neither did I.
I think this is their type of relationship, having kids with no labels involved,
Yes. I didn't expect it. And there's been so many fake images of their wedding in the last few days. And it's been all AI generated. And it's photos of her in a dress and him in a suit. And you're thinking...
It's always like that, What a dream.
Yeah, and you're thinking it's never going to happen. And they got engaged.
But let's be honest, I feel like he did make it up for her because look at that ring. It is so big.
How many carats would you say?
I'm going to cheat. 100?
No.
More or less?
Way less. It would be like...
I'm dreaming big, okay.
It would be like you kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'm so bad, You can tell I'm not engaged.
Like I would say max 6. We're seeing... Interesting. I've seen conflicting reports. Someone said 37 carats and another report said 5 carats, but they believe it cost $5 million.
Oof.
Someone's saying between 15 and 20. I don't understand either. $5 million.
For a ring? I mean, she was so patient. 10 years or 9 years of relation. 9 years.
Family of 5.
Family of 5, okay. Taking care of 5 kids. With no ring?
Oh, I'm so happy for them.
God, I don't know. But, it makes me question, okay? Would you wait that long? Like, if you were in her position, okay, would you wait that long? Like, I would be so offended if he proposed after 9 years.
Oh.
After 5 kids.
It's very common. I won't put Ireland in a blanket, but it is very common to have longer relationships, especially if you've met younger.
But if you have
feel
kids.
Like when you're older,
but
like
it's different if you have kids.
Right, but they met in 2016, which is 9 years ago. By the way, super cute story. She was working in a Gucci store.
Yeah.
Ronaldo walks in, and they say it was love at first sight.
And she was substituting for someone else. Like, it wasn't her shift. See,
dream.
Power of manifestation.
It's a princess story. Would you wait for 9 years?
No.
You don't. The only thing is, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
I know,
you really
but
don't.
You really don't. Exactly. That's so true. I feel if you were younger, okay, it makes sense for you to wait years. Okay, if you feel like you're not financially ready, okay. But Anna, my issue is that he's financially ready. He's stable. Okay, they have 5 kids. That's commitment. That's literally commitment.
Well, some are from other marriages.
But I don't think they have this big.
Or some kids are from other relationships.
Yeah, but still, he has some kids from her. Okay, but she's taking care of 5 kids. That's commitment. But you could wait if you had to wait because of financial reasons, because of locations, vicinities, families. But if everything is on the table, everything is easy and it's accessible, 9 years is a long time.
So Ronaldo is 40, Georgina is 31. Not that age matters. You know what I think on that front? I think if you know what you want and he knows what he wants and it's very clear and it's on the table. So if you want to get married and that's a deal breaker for you and you're with someone who doesn't, then you leave.
True.
If you want to have kids and you're with someone who doesn't, then you leave. However, if you're with someone who you love very dearly and vice versa, and you both decide we want to get married, but we're not going to do it yet, I would wait.
You'd wait?
Yeah.
What's stopping you? That would be my question. What's stopping you?
I don't know. I'm sure that, well, we all had questions and it has been put to bed. Thank you, Ronaldo,
Thank you.
for
And
giving
he finally got
Georgina
that click, you know?
a finger breaker ring, I would say. Like, that's going to be hard to carry around. That's absolutely phenomenal.
He really did say, I don't know if you watched that interview when someone asked him, the interviewer asked him, when will you marry Georgina? And he said, when I get that click. I think he finally got that click. What is that click? Anyways.
Fred Joseph Agenda says the wait is worth it. By the way, good morning to Fahad123XX. You were the first commenter on the show. We love you. We love that #1 energy. Let's jump into traffic points in Dubai. Do you have them? We have a hack for you.
So UAE drivers can wipe 4 traffic points in just 1 day. So the UAE's Ministry of Interior has rolled out its flagship road safety campaign, A Day Without Accidents, to mark the first day of school on August 25th, 2025. A day expected to see heavy traffic as students return to classrooms across the Emirates. So drivers are invited to sign a pledge via the ministry's official website, committing to safe driving practices such as adhering to speed limits, avoiding distractions, and giving way to school buses.
Let's get behind this, Dubai. We want road safety. Let's get online and support it through that pledge. If you sign the pledge and if you follow the guidelines, you will have 4 traffic points deducted from your driving records by the next month, September 15th. Phenomenal way to get rid of those black points. This initiative not only rewards safe drivers, but also aims to reduce road accidents on one of the busiest days of the year. The deadline to sign the pledge and qualify for the deduction is August 25th. So you, the drivers, the motorists, are encouraged to act quickly to make a promise to keep UAE roads safer. I have one before we go into road safety. August 25th, that's when school starts back.
So enjoy it. You have 2 more weeks
You've
left.
got 2 more weeks of quietness on the road. What a disaster.
No, I'm going to be so upset,
Me
by the way, because I was
too.
enjoying the empty roads. This is the only perk of being here in the summer.
It's
Not having
delightful. It's like a Sunday morning, it's 10 a.m. and I'm cruising down a road and I'm like, I feel like it's meditation, it's so quiet.
It's so empty.
It's amazing.
We're going to go back to buses, back to traffic.
Stop.
Oh, God. But at least silver lining, you know, you can get 4 points deducted.
How do I know if I have black points?
That's a good question. From what I know, is like as soon as you receive a fine, you get it next to it. So
If I go on to Dubai Police app, because I don't know.
I think
no, I'm going to check RTA. Okay.
you get a notification that you get this amount of fine
UAE
and
pass.
with black points, if you got any black points.
Okay, parking, licensing,
You get a
driving
notification.
licensing, plates. No, not plates. Fines. Okay, fines. Pay all your traffic fines. Home. No traffic fines?
Look at you!
I thought I had a fine.
Look at you, no traffic fines.
Did I pay it?
Maybe you paid it.
I must have paid
Maybe
it.
your husband paid it.
He certainly did not. Okay, so I'm assuming because I've that doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'm on the RTA app. Lol at my photo. I look like someone who's been arrested.
No, you don't have black points. I had
But
black
there's
points.
no black points. You've had black points?
Okay, this is the story.
How do you get rid of them?
So this is what happened. How do you get rid of them? That's a really good question, okay? I depend on my brother a lot, by the way. I think you can tell. I depend on him so much.
We love him.
I know him. Thank you so much, really. So that was completely my fault. I made an illegal U-turn, okay? Got a fine and got 4 black points.
Okay.
Okay? Got a notification. Anyway.
So you got caught by like a camera or something?
Yeah, I got caught by a camera.
That's okay, continue. I'll withhold judgment.
I acknowledge, like, I know I made a mistake. Anyways, okay. It was time to renew my car, okay, and God bless him, my brother, he does this, okay. He takes my car, he renews it, okay. And then he had to pay the fine, and I paid him back. He had to pay the fine for me to be able to renew the car.
Okay.
So those 4 black points were moved to him.
Interesting. So, if, for example, I was too busy to go and renew my vehicle, and I have a service on my credit card, by the way, that they'll send someone to do the renewal for me, and if there's fines, they obviously wouldn't be paying my fines.
Yeah,
for
wouldn't.
me.
They wouldn't be paying the fine.
But if someone pays the fine,
because he
the
paid it under his
points
name,
transferred.
So it transferred onto him.
Oh my gosh!
I
so
feel
how
so
long do
bad for
fines?
him.
How long do black points stay?
I think they stay for a year. They stay for a year.
Sure on that?
I think so. I'm not sure, honestly. So, like, if you ask me on this front, I won't be able to answer it. All I know is like there are fines, you have to pay them.
I need to know. How long do black points
Don't
stay
pay
on
for
your
it.
license in the UAE?
1 year, right?
Typically stay for 1 year after the date of the offence. So when you did that U-turn, the legal U-turn, 1 year after that, after this period, the black points will be automatically removed from your record as long as no further violations occur. However, it's crucial to avoid accumulating 24 black points or more, as in that can lead to a license suspension.
Okay. So it's fine then. Nothing to worry about. But I remember he came back home and he's like, your 4 black points are transferred to mine.
Yeah, but a series of unfortunate events could happen that could lead to more black points accumulating, and a license suspension is just game over. Back to taxis.
No, don't do that. Anyway, stay safe, okay? August 25.
August
Pledge.
25, busiest day on the roads in
Pledge,
Dubai.
easy way to get rid of your points, okay? Be careful, there are kids on their way to school.
Busy times
They
loom.
want to
So
learn.
just so I can mentally prepare, August 25th is, how's the 12th of August? It's literally nearly Christmas. August 25th is a Monday.
Today is the day where the Lionsgate portal closes.
Ah, I thought it was only open for 1 day.
Yeah, it's the strongest at August 8th. Remember when you told me about it, I did my research. It's strongest at August 8th. But you have till August 12th. But today it closes. Yeah, the power shifts, I don't know. Honestly, it's just fun to read, but...
We discussed this a few days ago. It's a manifestation
Yeah.
period where the earth is open to your requests.
And this is the request. 4 black points are gone. Anyway, it's just sign the pledge.
Sign the pledge for safe roads in Dubai. August 25th is when schools are back. Next up, Emirates is removing one gadget that most people might be bringing on planes. They're not allowed to anymore.
Power bank. So Emirates tightens power bank rules starting October 1st. So starting October 1st, 2025, Emirates will enforce new, stricter regulations on carrying power banks abroad to boost passenger safety. And each passenger is allowed to carry only one power bank with a capacity under 100 watts per hour.
Using or charging power banks during the flight is now strictly prohibited. So you can bring one and you cannot charge it. To minimize fire risks, power banks must be kept under the seat or in the seat pocket and are not allowed in overhead bins or in your checked luggage. Airlines globally have been tightening rules due to several incidents involving lithium-ion batteries overheating or catching fire.
So Emirates' updated policies aligns with international aviation safety standards and aims to protect both passengers and crew by preventing battery-related incidents. So passengers are advised to check the watt-hour rating of their power banks before flying to ensure compliance and avoid delays during security screening.
I'm just thinking, most people, if you're carrying power banks, you probably wouldn't carry more than one.
No, you wouldn't carry more than one.
But we, as a media
it's just
company,
the
are in the
power.
business of power banks
Thanks.
and cameras. And I'm just thinking we have a team flying to Riyadh. There's a Lovin Saudi project, sister pages, if you ever want to check them out. Great news in Saudi. And they would be carrying all of this equipment. So I hope that they weren't stopped at entry. But
no, I hope they weren't. I mean,
know.
starting October 1st, they still have some time.
Okay, they've got time.
They've got time.
Safety.
But I think I always carry a power bank with me, but I don't normally use it while I'm on a plane.
I don't carry a power bank. I carry a charger.
Yeah, there are some slots that you can use to charge.
Yeah, but I never got into the power bank vibe, even though it's my line of work, because then I would have to have that charged.
Yeah.
So
you have to remember to charge
two things. So I just always carry a charger.
True,
What's
but
the difference? Oh, because power banks can't plug them in.
Yeah.
But when you're in the UAE, you can plug something in anywhere, and no one's going to steal it.
But if you're traveling abroad, you need a power bank.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Especially if you're using a lot of data.
So you might expect you can bring your power
can
bank, but your phone's going to die. You're going to have to speak to someone on the plane.
Do you talk to people on the plane? Have you ever spoken to anyone on a plane?
You know, it's so funny that you ask that, because generally my answer is no. and generally, like, I sit at the window and I put on my face mask. But when I was flying to France for my wedding 4 weeks ago, I sat next to someone on the plane and I was flying into Nice. and the wedding was 3 hours away in Provence, which is the countryside.
Yeah.
And the lady I was sitting beside
Okay. Where's she from?
lives in Dubai.
Okay.
She's from the very town that my wedding was in.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So we started chatting.
How did it start?
Oh, I don't remember. Just like a little one-liner. And then, you know when you're from Dubai, people are friendly.
Yeah.
Like if it was Ireland, I probably wouldn't, but I don't know. There seems to be a common ground that we're expats, and
Yeah.
therefore there's multiple conversations where you could have where you've got things in common. So she's from the same town, so we end up getting off the flight, driving together to the town. We give her a lift. And yeah, like she was a really nice person, and she gave us so many recommendations. She gave the best recommendations for grape vineyards where we could purchase like great stuff for our wedding. It was amazing. And yeah, nice person. That's the only time I've ever had, but worked out well.
I never spoke to anyone on a plane. Never.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's super awkward. Even though you're sitting next to a stranger, but it just always feels so awkward. I
Not
prefer to-
talking feels awkward?
Talking to people you don't know on a plane, it feels so awkward. I don't even talk to my sister if she's sitting next to me. Like, Khalas, I'll talk to you when we reach. It's fine. I need my peace. Yeah, don't talk to her.
Why? So you get on a plane.
I'm gonna
You're
be in the
fun
same-
to travel with, by the way. Looking forward to that group trip.
I once went on a group trip with friends, okay? And I didn't speak to them on the plane. I was like, you know what? I'll talk to you when we land.
That's a fun quirk. Is that, I don't know, is that a, because I get, like,
Because I get overstimulated, that's why.
I'm not the same as you, but I get what you mean in terms of there is this uncomfort level of like, you're sitting right next to the person and then there's something there. I know what you mean.
I don't know, it just feels awkward.
Is anyone like Massa, by the way? I just want to check.
Is anyone like me? Anyways, I hope someone is like me. But because I'm usually a very social person, I can talk to anyone. Like, put me in any social setting and I can talk to anyone.
Yeah.
But on planes, it's just, I don't know, I feel so overstimulated, okay? And I hate being in such tight spaces. So if someone is talking to me while I'm in such a tight space, it just does something to my head. I'm like, stop.
Final question before we move on. If you're traveling with one person and they decide to talk to everyone around them, but you're not included, do you mind?
Yeah, no, I don't mind. It's fine.
You don't mind. Yeah, that's a fun quirk. Let's jump into our next story. The UAE offers condolences to Lebanon following a deadly military camp blast. The United Arab Emirates has expressed its sincere condolences and solidarity with the Republic of Lebanon over the victims of an explosion at a military facility in the Tyre district in southern Lebanon, which occurred while performing their duties and resulted in the deaths of injuries and a number of soldiers.
In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed its sincere condolences and sympathy to the families of the victims, as well as to the government and people of Lebanon over this tragedy, along with its wishes for speedy recovery for all the injured.
As we said, this happened as they were performing their duties. They were in fact dismantling a weapons depot, and this happened so a senseless death, and our thoughts and prayers go out to all of the victims, and we wish a speedy recovery for all of the injured. Let's jump into our final story of the day. This got such a big reaction, mainly from students in Dubai, after one student is asking authorities to impose paid internships. So first question to you, the audience, have you ever done an internship before, and was it paid? Or have you ever gotten coffees, you've sat twiddling your thumbs for a month with no salary and no future prospects and thought, what a waste of time that was, and didn't get paid? One disgruntled student has penned an open letter to authorities via Instagram, obviously, requesting to impose paid internships in the country.
So the letter reads, I am currently pursuing my studies in Dubai and I deeply appreciate the global exposure and academic opportunities the city provides. However, I would like to respectfully bring to your attention a pressing issue that affects a large number of students studying here. He goes on to say many invest in their future in Dubai, but when they look to get practical internships, many are unpaid. So this practice not only undervalues the skills and contributions we bring, but also places a financial burden on students who are already managing high tuition and living expenses.
It is disheartening to see the letter continued, it is disheartening to see companies benefit from our hard work and knowledge while providing no financial support in return. He humbly requests the concerned authorities to look into the matter and would like to see paid internships encouraged across Dubai. He said the change would not only empower students but also uplift the standards of professional development in the city. It's a very difficult question for it's students. It's like, do I do a master's or don't I? I'm going to be putting a significant amount of time and money into this.
Yes.
Will the reward pay back? Same goes to unpaid internships. Should I do it and hoping the reward pays me back, or should I not?
Listen, I feel at least pay those interns the transportation fees. Like, just consider this salary by the end of the month just the transportation fees, because either they're driving their cars, okay, or they're taking public transportation, but they will be needing this extra cash. I did both unpaid and unpaid internships, okay. The unpaid, like they claimed it was just for exposure, but did I benefit? No, I didn't. Did I leave with new skills? No, I didn't. So it was useless. The only thing I gained from that unpaid internship is that I added to my university credit. That's it.
Was it a big name?
Yeah.
I've heard experiences of like the international companies will do unpaid internships, and people are chomping at the bit, like they're so excited to be part of this organization.
Yes.
But because it's such a big international company, you go in at such a low level that you're not getting paid, and you also don't get hands-on experience. However, having that name on your CV
it's really strong.
To the next company looks so strong.
Yeah.
And the reality is you did get experience in a big company, so despite the fact that you probably didn't get the hands-on experience, you are seeing how people operate.
Yeah, true. It's very true. As you see it, you get like a sneak peek and behind the scenes of this. But it's good to have the name on your CV. Sometimes we do it just for the sake of that, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know, like I really wanted the internship to end. I was dreading it. I hated it. And sometimes my days would be filled with tasks, and sometimes my days would be filled with nothing. I would just sit and beg them to give me something. You know, you feel so sorry for yourself when you as an intern go up to the employee in front of you and tell them, please give me something to do. I have nothing to do. It's so embarrassing. And then they'll give you those boring Excel sheets that need to be done. So here you go.
Yeah. As I said before, someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. I would like everyone to be paid in internships.
100% have to be paid.
And the thing is, the amount of payment should potentially be judged on value. So if a company is going to do internships, if I was giving advice to students looking for internships, if they have an internship program, it means they have a plan for you, and then therefore your time will be used effectively.
Yeah.
The reality of like payment is pay for food. You said transport also is like basic cost of living to be covered. The reality of the work that they can do in your company, can you give an intern a complete responsibility?
You can't give them a complete responsibility, but at the same time, there are a lot of companies that would take advantage of those interns. Like my experience might be different, but there are a lot of companies. I did multiple internships. Some of them were users, some of them I actually did proper hands-on work, but they didn't pay me. So this is what happens. At a different company, it was a news company, okay? I used to cover stories, okay, and I had to have like proper time management. I had to get some stories live, but I wasn't paid. But if you think about it, you're basically taking advantage of me, taking advantage of my skills without paying me. So I understand where the student is coming from, and I think it should be mandatory to pay interns, even if it was little.
Basic cost of living.
Just basic transportation fees.
Transportation, yeah.
Okay, I know this person doesn't have a lot of experience, not really in the outside world, did not experience anything, nothing, and not much bigger responsibility, but at least transportation fees.
Yeah, because it always comes into play that the people who are able to take the unpaid internships have a leg up because they have that kind of financial backing at home as opposed to people who aren't. So it is more fair to offer, I think, a basic cost of living.
Basic cost of living. Just
But I mean, is it going to change tomorrow? Knock on company heads' doors. We're not sure on that, but we do know that there are many companies that do offer paid internships. So start rapping on the door. And I think if you, like, what would you say? How can someone get an internship? And how can someone prove themselves in an internship? Because we're in a company that employs interns after, if they've been really good, they employ them. So the real question is, there are paid internships available. How do you make yourself seen to get them?
I think getting internships is the easiest thing easiest thing ever. Sorry.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's a good experience.
You know, it's like, please take me, an unpaid slave. You know?
I don't know.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
Yeah, we shouldn't joke about slavery, but in the large multinationals, I don't think it's simple to get.
Yeah.
And I know I had a conversation with an intern who came through our doors, and she had an opportunity with a large multinational, and it was unpaid. And we went over the pros and cons. And the reality was, like, it's a step in the door at a large multinational, so take it and go for it, and take initiative of every step of the way. Like, if you're going into a company that it's unpaid, but it's a big name, and you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs after a week, and you said the conversation of going to ask for them at work is embarrassing, but it's not. Like, you have to take initiative.
You have to take initiative
in the roles, and you have to make yourself seen. And, like, corporate is corporate, but you have to do it in front of the right people. You have to do the right thing. So if you're getting an unpaid internship, use it to your ability, and don't just sit there.
Don't just sit there.
Like, take the time to speak to different people in the company. Make yourself seen. Be that annoying person.
Be that annoying person
who's rapping on doors, and it will create value for you. But it's a hard thing to do, because I would go into a company, I'd be so nervous and shy. I would just sit there and do exactly what I was told, and I would leave. You know?
And it's your first work experience.
It's so, and it must be very daunting. So I don't say that as though it's easy, but I think that that's what you need to do. We've seen interns come here through the door, working extremely hard and getting a job from it because they deserve it.
They want to be given a chance. That's the thing with interns. I know, because a lot of them are fresh graduates, and they just can't find any other job opportunities other than internships. But my suggestion, like, for every fresh graduate that would come and ask me, like, what's the best advice, I'd always say, try to have an internship. I know it's difficult. I know I'm pro paying interns, but this is what I always say, like, try to get an internship at a big company, even if it was not paid. The chances are that either I know I
expect you to say that.
Myself.
You've literally just
contradicted myself, but
okay.
It's just, because this is the reality. If we have to, let's be honest, it's the reality. Most internships are not paid. Try to get it at a big company.
Are they not?
Most internships are not paid.
Okay.
A lot of them are, by the way. It's changing. It's changing by the year. A lot of them are changing, but from when I graduated, most internships were not paid. Okay. So this was my advice for every fresh graduate. Just take that internship. If it was at a big company, even if it was not unpaid, chances are you either be employed there, or it would be a stepping stone for a different company. This was my advice.
Yeah, if you can financially do it.
If you can financially do it, take it or leave it, because sometimes it can be really good for your career. My brother waited 2 years until he got employed, but he got an internship at a really big company. And it really helped him reach where he is now, and he's 34 and he has a really good status and stuff. But it was an actual stepping stone to his career. He's in consultancy, so you can tell how difficult it is to get into that.
It's worth saying that, like, those few years post-graduation, as you're trying to get your foot in the door, are so tough. It's not an easy time, and you're probably pushing to get jobs that you don't even want. You don't even know what you want to do.
Yeah, you don't know what to do.
And there's a big question mark, and you're thinking, I should have this sorted because other people in my workplace, they have it sorted. Yeah. And why have I not got a job yet? And why am I the only one that it feels like that can't get an internship? And I'm only being offered unpaid internships. It's the worst time. So go easy on yourself.
Go easy on yourself. It's fine. It's supposed to be tricky, by the way. Actually enjoy it. Enjoy not knowing what to do, you know? I don't know if that's a good advice, but okay.
Yeah, just enjoy every second of your life. We are so blessed and lucky to be here. And let's end the show on that note. Thank you.
Yeah, because the gates are closing, so we have to be grateful. For you to manifest, you have to say, I'm grateful for the job that I have.
Oh yeah, and manifest a new one. Okay. For the interns. Guys, that's the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.